This is one of those moments where you have to ask yourself, are you part of the problem? Hello and welcome to 10 Walks Explain the Netherlands with me, Nicholas Walton. This is the fifth walk that I'm doing. I'm in Amsterdam, and this is the fourth video out of the four that I'm going to be doing, and it's all about utopianism, liberalism, tolerance, and where it's got Amsterdam. So I'm about to head along here into the centre of Amsterdam. I'm in Amsterdam Zuid, so South Amsterdam. It should take me not that long. And of course Amsterdam, one of the most beautiful places in the world. Really looking forward to it. This is one of those moments where you have to ask yourself, are you part of the problem? The trouble is that Amsterdam is so cool and so distinctive and so historic and so full of all sorts of temptations that millions and millions and millions of people come here, and the whole city is groaning under the weight of tourism. It's not just that, it's driving up prices, not least of all for all of the houses that you see around us now. Most people can't hope to live in Amsterdam. I mean, this city really is extraordinary. You've got all of these monumental, tall, thin canal houses, often with attachments right up on the top to be able to hoist cargoes up and down from virtually canal side. The water makes such a difference. Seeing Amsterdam by canal, by boat, is a superb experience. And then you've got all the artistic treasures. You have Van Gogh for those who want something a bit more modern, all the way through to, of course, the golden age of Rembrandt and Vermeer and so on. So you have the Rijksmuseum, which is very close to where I'm sitting here on Prinsengracht. But this brings in an enormous number of tourists. Let's not forget the money, but first the tourists. The Economist recently, that's 2024, they did a survey of 20 cities to look at just how many visitors there were per person, per resident, and Amsterdam came way on top, about 20% higher than the second place, which was Paris, much bigger city, whereas here everyone seems to be so squashed and concentrated in the centre. The financial side was great, but there's things like, there's other externalities like rubbish. Het Parool, the newspaper, they did a survey and they found out that the sheer amount of rubbish, garbage, refuse associated with the influx of tourists and people here was the main concern of many residents. Loud noises, partying. If you've got a city that's associated with boozing and partying, and you have a lot of people coming here on stag and hen do's, then that's quite a tricky thing to have to deal with. You have a lot of places rented out, not places for sale or rent for residents, keeping the prices lower, but you have them earning money as Airbnb places. That's something that the city government is really trying to crack down on, because it basically hollows out so much of the city centre and makes this place very unlivable. I mean, the property prices here in Amsterdam are sky high. And then on top of that, you have the problem of big cruise liners come in. And of course, they're even worse because they bring all of these tourists coming in large groups through the centre, through all the big sites, following the guide with the umbrella or whatever. And they don't even stay here. They don't spend the night, so they don't put any money into the local economy. Now, these are all things that Amsterdam is absolutely not the only city that is struggling with all of these challenges. But perhaps what's worse for Amsterdam is it's the fact that there is this culture of permissiveness, of tolerance, and that means that, as I mentioned, you get hen and stag do's, but you also get people just coming to sample the drugs or getting interested in, well, what's the sex industry like? It means that there's a real grubbiness to it, and that is, I think, something that Amsterdam still has to come to terms with. Maybe moving this, the mega brothel the sex district out to the Europa Boulevard, as we investigated earlier on. Maybe that's one of the answers. Maybe curbing the number of Airbnb places. Maybe some kind of tourist taxes on booze and drugs and sex, and big inflatable plastic willies for those hen parties. Maybe they're the answers. But these are all challenges that Amsterdam has certainly got to wrestle with in the years ahead, and I hope it succeeds, because it's a bloomin' great place to visit. It's really great. Absolute top city in an absolute top country.